This video will introduce you to copyright and plagiarism guidelines and the resources available to you to better understand them. You can access the resource and lessons through the Samuel Jackman website at sjmsegusd.net, or you can go through your student portal and just click on the Samuel Jackman Middle School link or icon. Once you're on our school site, use the drop-down menu under Our School. Scroll down to Library. It will give you a drop-down menu, and you should click on the student links. In the student links, you will lead you to this Symbaloo, where we have a large variety of icons that lead you to quite a plethora of websites, databases, applications, and resources. We are going to click on the icon titled Digital Citizenship. This is what it looks like here. I've already opened it. Well, actually, let's go ahead and click on it. This is what it looks like. You're going to then click on this will lead you to the student page. If you go to the side here, on the left-hand side, it says 4 main themes of digital citizenship. We have 1 for cyberbullying. Number 2 is marked digital footprint. 3 is protecting online privacy, and 4 is intellectual property. I have already clicked on the intellectual property link. If you were to click on the link, it will pull up this page here. This page is again titled EGUSD Digital Citizenship. We're looking at specifically the intellectual property. Again, we have those 4 themes, so after you look at intellectual property, which is where we are, you can always look at cyberbullying information, digital footprint information, or protecting online privacy. On this intellectual property page, we have quite a few resources and videos under the major heading of the intellectual property. We have the subheading Avoiding Plagiarism, Creative Common Basics, Copyright Basics, and Fair Use Introduction. All you need to do is decide which of the 4 topics you are interested in learning more about and click on the underlined link in blue that corresponds with what you need to know. Let's first look at avoiding plagiarism. As you can see, even before opening the links, they do give you a little information about what you will find. If we were to click on this link, we would find an 8-minute video created by Cape Fear Community College. And what we really want to know is what it does. It covers the basics of what constitutes plagiarism. If you were to click on this link here, you would open to the automated citation creator and bibliographer generator that helps you with formatting your references. It also includes here a 90-second introduction video that actually explains to you how to use this BibMe resource. The next heading is Creative Common Basics. Under this heading are 10 links to videos and sites that help you know and understand what you need to know about Creative Commons. This link here is a great document that has lots of good information about Creative Commons. I've already opened it, and so we're going to go and look at it. Let me go back to the top here. It's 22 pages of, it's a 22-page document. Right after the title, the cover page here is a table of contents. Has all of the different information that you can use. Tells us what Creative Commons is. It explains the different licenses. It talks about images that you can used to recognize what kind of licensing something has. We'll click to that. So if it has this here, you know that it's copyright and all rights are reserved. If you see this, it has Creative Commons, and there are specific sharing rights based on what the owner allowed. And then if you see this, it's public domain. So I'm going to go back to the table of contents. Gives us a quick glance chart for all the different types of Creative Commons licenses, and you can figure out what you can or cannot do based on the common license that the Creative Commons license that the work holds. Just goes through how to use images. If you can see, this is a big part of the document, how to use images. Tells us how to cite work licensed by Creative Commons. Talks to us, there was somewhere about video and music. Oh, here it is. Is there anything students should know about Creative Commons licenses specific to music and or video? Gives us information about the benefits of Creative Commons. It tells students how to create or license their own work in Creative Commons. And then there's this link here will lead to a lot more resources. Why isn't it opening? Lots more resources here for you regarding Creative Commons. And then of course there's a works cited page. There are 3 other videos here regarding Creative Commons. They're all put out by the Creative Commons licensing company. More information on Google searches, how to do a reverse image. We're going to watch this one quickly. It's really only about a minute long, and it's got good information. Nope, that's not it. I'll just open it.
Hi everyone, welcome back to The Guru. Today we're going to learn how to do a reverse image search in Google. First, you need to have the image that you want to look up. Mine's going to be this one right here. I'm going to go to the search bar and type in image search. I'm going to click on images and then go up to the search bar where this camera icon is right here. And you can either paste the URL to an image or upload an image, which is what we're going to do right now. I'm going to choose a file and select the image that I previously showed you. So here comes up the results of the web pages that this or similar looking images is used on. We can also go to visually similar images and just see that image or images that bear a strong resemblance to it. As you can see, all of these have a guru in them. This is really useful if you have a photo and you're trying to find out where it came from, or you have an image that you want to find visually similar images to. That's it for today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thank you. Have a great day.
So that was a short and sweet but quite helpful video that lets you find and give citation rights to the proper person or company that owns rights to the picture. And the last link here is Public Domain 101. It's a video that explains the usage rights of public domain content. Our next subheading here is Copyright Basics. There are 4 links here. This first one says it's an excellent site for elementary students. The next one, Copyright for Kids, is a pretty helpful one. I think I have it up already. Do I have it up already? I don't have it up already. There it is. If you were to click on that, it would bring you here, Copyright Kids. Any of these words here are hyperlinks to different information regarding copyrights and kids. So it tells you what a copyright is. There are frequently asked questions. There's a button here for if you wanted to register your own work as to be copyrighted, has information for parents and teachers, permission slips, definitions, and lastly, it has a quiz here that you can take to see how much you really know after you've gone through all of the information. Next, there are two videos. This one is called Copyright, What's Copyright? This is a Schoolhouse Rock format video that teaches you about copyright. And then this one is a video that compares copyrighting and plagiarism. What's the difference, and how to know when you're doing one or violating the other, if you're infringing one or violating one. The last subheading here is for fair use introduction. Again, we have 5 links. The first one gives you and explains to you options for sharing original works, including your own. This next one is a Center for Social Media. It explains the importance of transformativeness when building on an argument for fair use. Here we have user rights in a section of 107. This section 107 of the copyright laws pretty much just explains what constitutes fair use and what does not, and you can kind of figure out what would be considered a fair use infringement. This Google form can be used, I've already opened it. This Google form can be used, you would fill it out and it would be used to help you decide or determine whether the information you're trying to use is copyrighted, and if the copyright, by filling out this form, you would be able to determine whether or not what you plan to do would fall under the fair use, your rights to use it under fair use usage. You would fill out your name, the project title, and the date. There are a few questions here. The first one is, why is the project being created? You would just talk about what, describe the rationale of the project. You would talk about the purpose here of the original copyrighted material. Why was it created and for what purpose? Here, you're just answering yes or no. You are going to think about the purpose for your use. It says, are you using the work for teaching, scholarship, criticism, comment, parody, in good faith, crediting the original author of the work? You would simply answer yes or no. Here you're going to justify the purpose of your work, how different is from the author's original purpose. Again, a yes or no. Was the material appropriate in kind and amount? Are you using too much or all of someone else's work? Here you're going to explain the nature of the material that you used, explain the kind and the amount considering the nature. Here you're going to address the transformativeness of the material. Is your use of the copyrighted material contributing to a unique and new creative work, or does the copyrighted material mostly repeat what someone else has already done? Next, you're going to think about the rights of the owners. How would they feel about you using this? Will it compete with the original, with your use of it, compete with the original author's continued use of their own work? And then lastly, what effect? What are my lastly, regarding effect, what are my choices? Now that you've considered all of the rights and the purpose, and you've determined whether to ask for permission, you will either ask for permission, pay for a licensing fee, claim fair use, if that makes sense, or choose another source of Creative Commons work. Then lastly, we just have this fairy tale video. It is a great example of what transformativeness truly looks like. I am going to go, so we're going to scroll back up here to the top of this page. Again, this is the Elk Grove Unified School District Digital Citizenship page. and we're looking specifically at the page that has to do with intellectual property. I hope this has all been helpful. Thank you.